Hey everybody, I'm back with an unboxing from Bead Box Bargains. To start off this unboxing, we have Czech Fire Polished Baroque Faceted Barrel Beads, Indigo Picasso. Try to get this a little bit closer. So you can see it's kind of a unique faceting. It's not quite a round and it's not quite a bicone, but the blue is absolutely stunning. Then we have the equally stunning Czech Fire Polished Fancy Faceted Rondelle Beads in Vivid Red Picasso. It's just a beautiful vivid fire engine red that stands out against the Picasso finish, in the same shape as the indigo blue that I just showed you. Next we have an 8mm Czech pressed glass Druk round beads, ruby red bright copper. I have a limited number of copper findings that I've been saving for the right project to come along, so I think that this will end up being definitely a pair of earrings, and I might find a way to work this into either a bracelet or a necklace. Next up is 6x3 Czech Fire Polished Faceted Disc Beads, Garnet Vintage Luster. It's hard to tell sometimes when a bead becomes a disc versus a rondelle, but they're a really nice uniform shape with beautiful faceting. It's a gorgeous color, lots of sparkle. And then we have another faceted disc bead in blue, white, gray mix. I liked this because it really kind of reminded me of a gemstone, but at a very good price, better price than a gemstone. Next we have 8mm Czech pressed glass Druk round beads in orange red Picasso. Again, I don't know if the camera's really picking this up well, but the Picasso almost gives this a really neat kind of luster that very much reminded me of autumn colors. And given I placed this order, it's now October 2nd, but I placed this order at the end of September, and so fall was definitely on my mind. Next is 6mm Czech pressed glass Druk round beads, blue Nebula. Next is 4mm Czech pressed glass Druk round beads in yellow-green luster mix. This really is a pretty bead, and I almost wish it came in in a larger size too, to really appreciate the variations in the colors. This is a 4mm pressed glass corrugated melon bead in matte denim blue. And this is a 6mm Czech pressed glass corrugated melon bead in crystal silver speckle copper wash. Melon beads are a relatively new shape for me. I had gotten my first set through a Lima Beads haul a couple months ago, and so now whenever I'm on Bead Box Bargains, I also look for some different colors and finishes in melon beads to try to build up my melon bead stash. And this is a 6mm pressed glass corrugated melon bead in indigo, crystal, gray, and silk. And we've got two strands here in blue and orange of the pressed oval beads. And I'm sorry, it's not orange, it's a red swirl. Although I gotta say, in person, it really does look more orange than red. It's still beautiful. And this is another bead that I've been experimenting more with. I don't have many of, so I've been slowly building up my stash. And these are Cathedral beads. I got some in matte sapphire blue, 6mm, and then 8mm jet bronze. And then they had quite a few of the glass Druk rounds. So I got a mix of 4 and 6mm rounds in a variety of colors. And actually, they're not labeling them as Druk, but they're just a glass round bead in 4 and 6mm sizes. And the colors are turquoise blue, avocado, slate, dandelion, coral peach, peach, deep coral red, and coral red. The last of the beads are a couple of gemstones. I got a Fuchsia Agate. I love the variation in the colors and the striations in each bead. And it's a nice long strand. I think it's a 15-inch strand. And these are Indian agate beads. In some ways, they look a lot like fancy jasper. They have a lot of greens and some kind of rusty reds and mauves and grays and almost some blue colors to them. They're really quite lovely. And another long strand, another big 15-inch strand. So they come with quite a bit of beads. And then this is Mucate. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that Mucate is one of my favorite. It's Mucate or Mukite. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. But you know it's one of my favorite gemstones. And I have this in quite a few different cuts. This is a shorter strand than the other gemstones. I think this was only about maybe a 7-inch strand. And then I picked up a couple of spacer beads. In antique silver and antique copper. And then they had a set of 3 toggles, which were really cute. So I picked up a set of those. And then Bead Box Bargain always sends a free gift. So these are kind of cute. I think they would, I could either make, depending on what I do, I could either make a pendant for 2 necklaces, or I could turn them into a pair of earrings. And if I'm making earrings for me, I like big earrings. So, and these don't feel very heavy. So it could work out that way, but I'll have to think about that for a little bit. And then of course here is their card. And so Bead Box Bargains, you can save 50 to 90% on beads because they're a closeout bead store. All the strands that I got were under $5, and that includes the gemstones. And a lot of the glass beads were only $2 and $3 a strand. That's a really good deal, but the catch is that you have to, when you see it, you have to buy it because it is a closeout. So these beads can go fast, and they're not necessarily going to come back in stock. So this is, I think, probably my 3rd order through them this year. And I've been very happy with what I've got each time. So I can highly recommend them. I hope you enjoy this bead haul. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check back soon for more videos. Thanks.